Hello, I'm Vanessa Lee. Welcome to Always the Wild Ones. Today is a sad day. Come to the conclusion that some of my plants just don't love me back. Please love me back. I really love you. Traumatized. Why doesn't she love me? Didn't love me back. I know, it's sad. But it's true, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start with my Monstera adansonii. She's right here beside me, and I've purposely left all the yellowing leaves on. Can you see? Oh my gosh. So the journey that I have had with this plant, when I first got it, of course it was in soil, and it was fine. It was giving new leaves, but at the same time it was pushing out these yellowing leaves. Not pushing out yellowing leaves. It wasn't like kind of purposely. They weren't actually coming out yellow, but with every new leaf, another leaf would die. So I kind of ended up with this, this awful cycle, basically. I then changed its soil. I put it onto a moss pole, which a lot of people say this particular plant loves climbing, and yeah, it did enjoy climbing, but again, it was still giving me yellowing leaves. A lot of other people that have the same issue with this plant was putting it down to watering, and I mean, it probably was that, to be honest. I am the type of person that forgets to water, and this plant clearly does not like it. If you miss the watering by 1 or 2 days, it will literally throw a hissy fit. Yeah, I mean, well, let me put a photo actually of what she was looking like on the moss pole. I mean, I really loved this look. She looked gorgeous, but what was happening was she was dropping those bottom leaves and I was just left with a bush on the top. So I chopped the plant up and I propagated the whole plant in water so that the roots would be ready for Lechuzapon. And I think I probably waited maybe 4 weeks before there were roots maybe like 1.5 inches long, and then put it into Lechuzapon, and it was doing magical things. It's growing like a beast, and I seem to have got the whole watering situation down. It had the reservoir, so like this basically acts like a self-watering pot almost, so I would fill this with water, and that would kind of be a great way for me to see when the plant needed watering again. And that's actually one of the reasons why I really love using clear vessels, not always the glass ones. Sometimes I use orchid pots, but I do like to be able to see at first glance, does my plant need water? I don't really want to go around, picking up every single pot to see if it needs water. So this way I can literally see straight away. Yes, I could put Lechuzapon all the way down to the bottom and then just do a reservoir of water, like just make sure that it's a certain height. But again, it just then means I have to look a little closer, and I'm lazy. What can I say? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give up on this plant. I really do love her. I mean, the leaves are just so unusual. There's no other plant in my collection that has a leaf pattern like this with the holes. It would be so sad, for this plant to just constantly be throwing out yellowing leaves. I'm not going to enjoy that for much longer. Oh, actually... Oh no, looking closer, look, I can see that. Can you see that? All those little dots all over the leaves. Oh no! Oh my god, look. There. Yeah, this has pests. Yeah, again, this is another issue I've had with this plant. Constantly getting pests, and really difficult to clean every individual leaf. Oh, one of them's just fallen off. Yeah, I'm going to have to Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna have to spray this one down. Or I might go and wash my hands actually. That's gross. Oh no, poor baby. I'm sorry, I didn't notice soon enough. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's the reason. But anyway, I plan on, the reason why there's no water in the vessel at the moment, she's completely dry, is because I actually want to take this plant out of this vessel today and give it a slightly larger one, because I mean, well, before discovering the pest, I thought maybe this plant just needed a larger vessel with more Latuzapon. What was that? Oh my god, I'm freaking out right now. That is a serious thrip infestation. That's going in the bathroom. Anyway, so I'm going to put it in the largest of these three. The largest of the three vessels that I bought here from IKEA. These are very cool. I think they cost me about £15 or £20 for the three. And let me show you. So you have one this size, little dinky one. I love how it comes packaged as well. It's so like clever. And then the next one, which is the one I'll be using for her, for the Adansonii, is this one. So it's quite a bit bigger. Let's see if I can hold them both up. So it's a little bit bigger, as you can see, but hopefully that will do the trick. So yeah, I've got quite a bit to do with that one. And then the last vessel is, I mean, I haven't actually found a use for the last one. It's quite shallow and I don't know what I would use that for. I have another one and it's just got a load of candles in it. So I don't know what I'm going to use that for. Yeah. So those are the vessels. I'm quite excited now because I now feel that I could possibly save this plant. Oh, we'll see. But like I said, I'm going to go and wash my hands and I'm going to put this in the bathroom. So next on my list of plants that just don't seem to love me back is my Scindapsus Silvery Ann. And again, you can see yellowing leaves everywhere. Her vessel is not empty. Now, okay, so I kind of know why this one has started giving me yellowing leaves, and it's because I moved this plant from where it was, which was right underneath a grow light, and I've now put another plant there because I don't know why I did that actually. I think I did that because, well, I decided to put all my small plants into a propagation box and I put them under that shelf. Actually, I'll just show you because it's probably easier. But yeah. But you know, I'm like kind of fighting for space for these plants. And then another thing that happens when this plant doesn't get enough light is that you kind of get runners. You get like part of the stem will have no leaves on them. I don't know if I can find another one. Oh, here, this one is, no, not that one. Where is it? I think it's this one. I mean, you can kind of see like it's, I don't know, like it just decided not to put a leaf here and here. So that's kind of annoying. So I probably will cut this up today. I'm going to do it now because it's really irritating me. So yeah, let's just have a little chop of this plant. And I mean, I'm not going to give up on this plant, but at the same time, you know. So I am going to cut this piece here. I'm going to cut it all the way up here. So that's one. And we're just kind of, I don't know, just going to try and just start over really. Another one. Oh, another thing about this plant was it's not the fastest to root. So maybe this is a bad decision, but I'm just bored of looking at this plant the way it looks at the moment. I'm also going to take off these yellowing leaves because those are really irritating me. I've been wanting to do it, but I wanted to show you guys the state of this plant because, you know, like, I think it's just important to show you that not all plants aren't always perfect. You know, they go through stages, and you know, you can go on Instagram and obviously you're going to show like your plants when they're at their best, like you show yourself when you're at your best. But it's deceiving, and it kind of gives out this idea that some people have perfect plants all the time and others just are always struggling, and that's just not the case. It's, you know, it's just like a number of different things. That it could be just that you've bought a plant that just can't survive in your environment or with your particular habits. Yeah, so that's why I left it looking ugly, but hopefully I can make it look slightly more presentable so that I can just cope with it visually, because otherwise it's just going to end up in the hallway and it's not going to like it out there. It will not like it there. I really just can't wait for summer. But again, like, if this plant can't get through winter without half of it dying, then maybe it's just me. Maybe it just doesn't like it here with me. I'm not going to change the vessel. This plant, all of the roots grew in Lechuza pond, so it hasn't ever had soil roots. I do have some other, I do have more of this plant but in soil, and they currently live in a propagation box, and literally as soon as I take them out of that box, they do the whole yellowing leaf thing as well. So yeah, I mean, it's probably just a combination of my bad habits, just not watering on time. Although I tend to water, well, this is silly actually for me to say, but yeah, I was going to say I tend to water like every Wednesday or Thursday. But plants also, they don't run on a weekly system, so it's just like kind of a matter of just noticing quick enough. But I don't know if it is the watering, I don't know. Let me know, guys, I mean, if any of you have this plant and you have success and you have like some sort of tip for me, I would really appreciate it, because I do love this plant. I mean, look, she's beautiful. She's so pretty. Like, those leaves were getting so large when she was under the light. She is still under a grow light, but not as close. And there's just nowhere else for me to put her. I really don't know where else to put her. Kind of running out of space. Like, this winter thing really needs to end. Yeah, so I'm just kind of picking off anything that looks scrappy. Okay, let's move on. I'm bored of this plant now. Oh, she's getting on my nerves a bit. You know, just love me back. But I just can't bear looking at her when she looked so amazing in the summer. And now she's just looking shocking. I mean, it's winter, I know. Maybe I'm just expecting too much. But let me pop her there. So, and then these I'll probably just do, I don't know, maybe I'll just try and put these two into Lechuza pond, just like that. And I might just poke them back in actually. I'll let them callus over first. Okay, so next, I don't know why I'm so happy about presenting plants that hate me. God, the next one's just awful. It's shocking. It really is probably the most unhappy out of the whole collection. And I've got bits of it. So the next one is my Ludicea Discolor, and this is what I have left. I basically had to cut the plant up. So I've got like bits and bobs of her. Yeah. This plant really doesn't like me. So I've got one in Lachusapon, did not like that clearly, so I'm gonna take that out of there. I'm gonna keep the Lachusapon. I'll boil it up with a whole bunch of other pon that I've saved. We're gonna go through that on another day. I'll be going through like my whole process of cleaning vessels and cleaning Lachusapon and how I use it and all that stuff. The ones in soil, I'm guessing, well, they look better. Oh, a fly just came out. Oh my god, gotta kill that. Oh, did I get it? Missed it. Okay. I think I might just throw this out. I mean, I'm just gonna chuck this. I've had it. I just can't have this rotting in the corner anymore. It's making me very unhappy. So that's going in the dustbin, and I think along with the soil, to be honest, because things are flying out of there. Not good. I'll put a photo of what she looked like and you'll see why I loved her so much. Those leaves are gorgeous. So I don't know if this is ever a plant that I'm going to try again. Maybe I'll just try and find another plant that has a similar leaf pattern. But I don't know, I think this love affair is over. Anyway, I didn't show you. I mean, I'm not going to open this bag. I'm scared of what might come out. Basically, the roots and everything are in there. I'm hoping that it will just stay nice and warm in this bag, and that, you know, I put it under some lights, just kind of normal light actually. It's not even a plant light or a LED. I think it is LED, but yeah, so that's that. I don't want to talk about that one anymore. It's just too sad, and yeah, I'm over that plant. So over it. Let's move on to the next one. Actually, you know what? I've just actually got to move it out of my vision because I just can't. I can't continue. Next is my begonia. I think it's a maculata. They call them the polka dot. I've got several, but I'm going to show you this one. Now, here she is. This is where she lives. This is how I get to enjoy this plant. Let me take her out. She lives in a box. She cannot live out of the box. In fact, there's a leaf on the floor of the box right now. There's one. And here's another one. Cute little baby one. And this is the plant. I love this plant. I love the dots. I love the polka dots. I love the red underside. Really pretty. I really would love this plant to do well. Looking at it, I don't know guys, I'm going to need your help with this. But if you look there, can you see in there? Yeah, can you see that? Does that not look like Scowl? I'd love you to tell me. So that's another reason why this one's living in a box all on its own, and I'm going to put it straight back in again. So that's that one. Yeah, it's currently in sphagnum moss. I actually got that as a cutting, and I think I might have a photo so I can put one on this side. That's what I began with, and she was doing so well. She bloomed. It was so adorable. I was completely in love with this. I think it was like 2 or 4 leaves. And then I woke up one morning, came into the room, and 2 leaves were on the floor. Yeah, just dropped 2 leaves just like that. Boom. So yeah, and I really, and it was in soil at that stage. I propagated it in water, I think. I think I propagated it in water. Did I? I had this plant actually for quite some time. I've had it since 2020. I've got a little bit more. So I mean, the plant has grown. I mean, remember we started with 2 leaves. So I mean, like, she has grown, but like I've just got sections of, I've got to put some more water in there. And this probably should come out of water. I have tried it in Lechuzapon, it hated it. This leaf is looking very anemic. We've got like some weird kind of fungal situation going on there. And then oh no. And then in this box, I have another one. Let's get this one out. And this one is also in sphagnum moss, as you can see. She's actually quite cute, but again, this plant can't survive out of the box. Her roots are literally coming out of the cup. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, she's very rooty. You know what? I might, oh, I don't know, I'm scared. I don't know what I would grow this plant in. Yeah, this one doesn't have any weird markings on the stem like the other one. I do think that that one's got some sort of weird pest. I would love this one to exist outside in the collection. I mean, look at that. It's so, so pretty. And the backs of it. Oh, please love me back. I really love you. I really love this plant. Yeah, I would love to know how I can have a beautiful big polka dot begonia plant that it survives outside of a box also. So do let me know if you've got any tips or tricks. Okay, so that's that little guy. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna wait actually and see if anyone has some advice for me. So this is going to continue living the way that it is. It's quite interesting actually, even inside the vessel you can see some leaves growing in there. I hope they're still attached. I think they are. I'll top it up with some water. I haven't given it any fertilizer in this water, so maybe I'll put like a little bit of fertilizer in there. Okay, so I'll put you there. Okay, oh no, I didn't get these 2 plants. I actually need to go into the hallway and get these 2 plants. The last 2 that I'm going to show you. Although there are other plants that I have a sneaky suspicion they don't love me back. But yeah, let me just go and get them and I'll be right back. So the next 2 are both alocasias, and I have a feeling that just alocasias in general don't like living here with me. This plant, this is a new leaf, and as you can see already it has been attacked by something, and I'm guessing spider mite because that's what she had before. And there's this thing that actually I'm going to cut off. Her vessel is actually quite gross looking, so I will be cleaning this vessel. And does the pond looks okay. The pond doesn't have any algae on there, but there's definitely, oh, we can also see some rotting roots, so I'll probably do like a full-on clean with this one. I'm going to save that for the next video. But anyway, this plant, I'm going to put a photo up of what it looked like. absolutely gorgeous and was pushing out new leaves left, right and centre, just absolutely loving life. Then we got a heat, I think, was the heat wave after? It would definitely had spider mite after that heat wave. I don't know if the heat wave had anything to do with it, but yeah, and then I ended up having to cut off all the leaves and I was kind of just left with, I think, this leaf. And then since then, did I have 2 leaves or just 1 leaf? I might have just had the 2 leaves actually, but this is definitely a new leaf. And I'm just constantly treating it for spider mite, even if it doesn't show any signs. I'm using my mix of let me see if I get it right this time, surgical spirits, 1 part surgical spirits, 4 parts water and a pea size of liquid soap. I haven't actually done it in a week or so. I mean, that one doesn't even look. Anyway, yeah, so that's that guy. And then the next one is the Bambino, and its roots look fantastic. You can see it definitely likes the Leucosapon. I know that it does. It has been pushing out new leaves, but again, 1 new leaf and the rest fell off. I think I started with maybe 6 or 8 leaves on this plant and I'm now down to 2. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's a very unhappy plant. It could be just a winter thing, because I know that alocasias tend to die back in the winter, but it was living in the living room, which is 21 at the moment. Most days I kind of leave the Dyson on set at 20. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What's wrong with you? How can I help you? I haven't seen any kind of, there's no pest damage. Both leaves are looking very healthy, but the others just kind of went yellow and fell off, or I peeled them off. But yeah, since I've been back from my holiday, or when I came back from my holiday, I discovered I think 2 or 3 yellowing leaves on this plant, and then since then it just hasn't recovered from, I don't know, me being away. I'd like to think it's because it was me going away and it was sad that I was gone, but or I don't know, it could be that, or it could just be that it just doesn't like it here. But yes, so that's all of them. That is all of them. I mean, like I said, I could probably add one or 2 more, but I think I will just wait until we get through the winter. I'm hoping that this is just a winter situation with especially the alocasia, because I mean, these leaves are just nuts. I love how strong they are, and I like the fact that they give those little corms so that you get the opportunity of growing pups. I do have several pups here and there. Where are they? Oh, I've got some in this box actually. I'll show you those. I've got some in the kitchen. Let me show you what I've got. So these guys, of course, they've been living in this. Oh, check out the algae in there. Oh, that's shocking. Yeah, so I have these guys. And I have these. So I've got quite a few, and then I've got another 4 in the kitchen. And I have 1 alocasia. I think it's called Red. I also grew this one from corn, obviously, but it's just like a little 1-leaf wonder at the moment. Oh look! And then look at the underside. Oh, I hope she does okay. Maybe I should put her in the box. Yeah, I think I'll put this one in the box. since there's a little bit of space. So that's everyone. Those are all the plants that I'm currently struggling with. I'd also love to know what plants you find just don't seem to thrive in your home, that you've tried everything and no matter what you do, they just seem to, just don't seem to love you back. I mean, the begonias in particular, I've had quite a few different types of begonias. Actually, I've got another one here in this box. I actually forgot I had this one. So I actually grew this one from a leaf. Oh yeah, I did. This one was really fun. I really enjoyed growing this one. So I actually grew this one from a leaf stem cutting. So I had just a leaf. I cut it along these veins and then I put that leaf into some soil and it grew like a bunch of pups. If I've got any footage, I'm sure I have on Instagram. I'll try and put some on the side. And yeah, this one actually had more leaves, and this is what I'm dealing with currently. Let's take that one off. So now I've got 3 leaves. I don't know what this plant wants. Again, another begonia that lives in the box. And I've had, what was it called? I had a begonia iron cross, I think it was called, or Mastonii, no, what was it called? I don't know, I can't, I'll put the name up and I'm sure I've got a photo of this plant. I love this plant, I actually want to get it again, but maybe I just need to, oh my gosh, look at the roots coming out the bottom. Yeah, maybe I need to just take the hint. The hint is, Vanessa, begonias are just not for you. Yeah. I'll stick that one back in, since that's the only place it's going to survive. I don't know if they're going to suddenly start liking me, or I don't know what's going on with those guys, but if you do have any suggestions, please let me know. Yeah, and any tips and tricks with the plants that I've shown you. I mean, I would like to, I don't want to give up on them, but at the same time, that jewel orchid, I'm sorry, but that, I don't think I'll ever get one again. That's how badly, like, I'm traumatized basically by that plant. I'm so traumatized. Let me just show you one more time what this plant looked like, and then I mean, right? Traumatized. Why doesn't she love me? I don't know, but yeah, I think I'm just going to give up on that one. I'm definitely throwing that plant into the dustbin, I'm afraid. There's way too many flies coming out of that soil, and I have all these guys to think about. So it's, it is what it is. Anyway, so that is my little heartbreak story. Thank you so much for spending some time yet again, if you come back again. Thank you for sitting through this. If it's your first time and you enjoyed it, please do hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you here again, and give me a thumbs up so that that lovely algorithm can find more of you beautiful people. I definitely feel like I'm getting to know my subscribers more and more as the weeks go by with the comments that you leave. I'm loving the comments. And a couple of you have found me on Instagram. I'm still kind of navigating my way around Instagram. They just keep changing things, don't they? Like, so yeah, I will be I will try and spend more time on Instagram. I think I'll probably just use Instagram for kind of updates. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to use that platform. But thank you so much for following me over there as well, because that's fantastic, because we can also just continue the conversation. And like I said, I am getting to know you just with like these little snippets of information that you guys are giving me. So I'm going to let you go. And again, if you did enjoy the video, please do give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and have a fabulous day. Bye.